Hello, I'm Samantha Diehl, and today we're going to be speaking with Meridian Township Police Lieutenant Rick Grillo about Election Day safety here in Meridian Township. Thank you so much for joining us, and let's get started. It's no question that this has been a controversial election, with a lot of people having very strong opinions about who they believe should be the next president. Is Election Day safety a concern for the Meridian Township Police? And if so, what is the police department doing to ensure the safety of voters?
Safety is always a concern here in Meridian Township. So some of the measures that we are taking for Election Day, we're going to have extra officers on patrol that day. So you may see more cars out than you normally would. However, we're not going to have anybody assigned to any of the polling stations. We'll just be available if there is anything that anybody needs. And I guess to kind of go along with that, we have given our officers some extra training on the laws that pertain to elections. Because those aren't something that we use every day. So we want to make sure that they were aware of what the laws are before they have to respond to something and make decisions.
Are there any regional efforts with other police agencies about possible issues that may arise from the election?
Yeah, we've had multiple meetings with area agencies, East Lansing, Michigan State University Police, Ingham County Sheriff's Department. We've spoken to Lansing Police Department. So we have had multiple meetings with other agencies and kind of come up with game plans on how we're going to respond depending on what the situation is.
This election is vastly different from previous ones due to the influx of people voting absentee, meaning that it may take more time for election results to come in. Is the department worried about any altercations or riots that may happen after the results have been announced, regardless of who wins? And if so, do you have a plan of action for that?
Are we worried? No. Are we prepared? Yes. We always trust that the people of Meridian Township will act appropriately and accordingly. So we don't anticipate any issues arising. However, we continually plan, we continually train, not just with our agency, but with outside agencies, so that we know how to respond if there is any type of unrest. And we do have viable plans in place to deal with those issues.
If an occurrence were to happen in a neighboring community, would that be something that Meridian Township Police assists with?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we have in the past. We have mutual aid agreements with all of the agencies around us. And if they need help, we will be there to help them if they ask. And vice versa. If we need help here, the other agencies will also respond and give us a hand. So we've got a very good working relationship with the area agencies.
What should someone do if they feel unsafe when voting?
Well, first thing they should do is raise the concern with the workers at the polling stations. They may be able to resolve them without any type of intervention from us, because really calling the police should be their last resort. They should, if somebody doesn't feel safe, do your best to resolve it with the polling workers. If it is necessary for the police to respond, then we will.
What is the police department's message to the community regarding Election Day safety, as well as what may come after the election?
I think everybody would agree that this is a very unique situation this year, especially with COVID-19. So our first message is to make sure that you are safe and that you're following the CDC's guidelines and the Ingham County Health Department's guidelines. So social distance yourself, wear the proper PPE, make sure you're wearing a mask. Next, we'd like people to be aware that because of the limitations on the number of people that may be allowed inside the polling stations, you're going to need to dress for the weather, because you may end up waiting outside and it may be cold that day. So make sure that you dress for the weather. Lastly, this is a safe community because our residents take it upon themselves to keep it that way. The diversity in our community is our strength. We're proud that people in Meridian Township are able to celebrate the differences. So that being said, we will always do what we need to do to keep the peace and to provide our residents with the service they deserve. But really, we have full confidence that the people in Meridian Township will act appropriately and that they will exercise their rights in the proper manner.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today, Lieutenant Grillo. And remember to join us on election night, Tuesday, November 3rd, starting at 8 p.m. for live coverage on HOMTV. Thanks for watching.